Hey up, me ducks. Oh, the picture looks very, very grainy. I should have gone live on my phone, shouldn't I? We've got Donna here. Hello, Simon. Hello, Cave Dwellers. And Taro Love. Hello from New Jersey. Well, I'm thinking that New Jersey is NJ. Jersey. It will be, won't it? I'm getting good at my little American initials. Lindsay Ann here from New Jersey. Hi, Katie Knight. Hello, Katie. And Jessie, how's things? How's things doing? Hi, Simon and everyone else. Thank you for the supportive comments this week. It was so lovely to see the photograph that you put on with your husband being hugged by the children. And I said on the comment, it literally brought a lump to my throat. It was such a lovely thing to see. Is the picture grainy for anybody else? Maybe if I need to open it on my iPad. It's not too bad. On this, it's coming out. Hello. Yes, New Jersey. Hey, friend, just found your channel and I'm in love. Well, hello, Shanti. I thought I was on my iPad. I went to scroll my finger. I need my mouse. Shamsi Roo. Well, it's really nice to have you here, and thank you for your kind words. He's okay. We had our Christmas today instead of yesterday. So much as I watched Becca's chat back that she did last night, this morning while I was in bed, and so many people were talking about awful situations and things that's happened to them either this Christmas or at Christmas. And yeah, Christmas is a really difficult time, isn't it? We've lost family members around Christmas. We even had a funeral once on Christmas Eve when I was in my 20s, my grandma. And on that day, there was a crash. A car crashed into the hearse. It was just unbelievable. I've shared that story once before. The kids are so relieved to have him home, and so am I. My heart is full. Yeah, and it's, you know, his home is with family, is in a place of love and support and healing. That's one of the best ways to heal, is to be, you know, around people and feed off that love. Hi, Deanne. Good to see you as well. Rob, hello. Nice to see my friend Rob here. And Kimberly, hello, not bored at work. You have to work Boxing Day? Mind you, I keep forgetting Boxing Day doesn't really mean anything to some parts of the world. See, one of my oldest and bestest friends is Scandinavian, so he's in Norway, and their Christmas Day is on our Christmas Eve. It's still Christmas Eve, but they celebrate it on Christmas Day, on Christmas Eve, and they open their presents on Christmas Eve and all that sort of stuff. And then, of course, I was married to an American, so I remember that Boxing Day doesn't really exist there. What is Boxing Day? So Boxing Day is the day after Christmas Day. It's a national holiday over here. It's a bank holiday, so nothing is open. It's like on Christmas Day, but it's like a second Christmas Day. It was called Boxers because the monarch used to give out her Christmas boxes, her Christmas gifts, to her servants the day after Christmas, because they were too busy on Christmas Day, because they were serving the royal family and their invited extended family members. So she used to honor them the day after Christmas and provide them with a box. So it became Boxing Day. One of the other reasons, when you look into it, people say it's the day you throw out all your boxes from opening them on Christmas Day. So it has like a double meaning. It has nothing to do with boxing, as I used to think as a kid. So, oh, hi, Sandra. Sandra's here as well. Raven Song, hello. Linda Estevez, Misty's House, Heart Left in Hawaii. Yes, US just take off day after Christmas for hangovers. Yes, it's Sicky Day, is it? Good, thanks, Sandra. And Dustin's here. Hello, Dustin. And I've said Deanne. Yeah, I answered Deanne. Karen's here too. So I'm drinking something that's totally grossing Elle out. I'm drinking a special blended coffee that I got as a Christmas gift in a beautiful set. Now, you've heard me talk on my channel about cat poo coffee. This isn't cat poo coffee, I will have you know. You can breathe a sigh of relief because this is monkey poo coffee. So I got a set, and it's quite, I mean, to buy it in the cup from a coffee shop in London, it's like £15 a cup. But I got a bag of monkey fermented coffee and a little presentation mug that goes with it as a Christmas gift. Everybody's doing the green vomit face. It is divine, absolutely divine. Jessie says, I'm just getting around to making coffee now. Danny's napping and the kids are playing with their presents. It's not really poo, is it? Says Linda. Should I be worried, Simon? Cat poo, monkey poo? What the fuck are you dumping down your throat hole? So the process is the monkeys digest the coffee bean. It sits in their gut, and then it is passed naturally, and then it's obviously cleaned off, and it's been enhanced, put it that way, and it's supposed to be one of the nicest tasting coffees. Now I've never had monkey poo coffee, but I had cat poo coffee. And if anybody's seen The Bucket List with Jack Nicholson, the guy who shares a hospital room with somebody, and he has this big contraption, this big coffee making machine, and he is drinking this cat poo coffee. Grey Hay says, Boxing Day greetings, guys and girls. Talking of divine, he was famous for something similar. Yes, he went down the street with a spoon. I'm pretty sure we're not meant to ingest that which has already been ingested. Okay, so what about milk? I know milk wasn't ingested, but cows ingesting grass, milk. And you're the one that's a big advocate for me not milking my almond nuts and just having cow's milk. Hi all, Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. I think you're a couple of days out, Said. Cat poo coffee? Gross. I have no family. Christmas has been a tough one. I'm sorry to hear that, Sash J. Well, you're amongst friends now. I would stick to Beanie's flavoured coffee. It is really good. It's really good. So I've got one of those contraptions that sit on top of the mug. So you just put your coffee in and pour the hot water in it and drains through. You scuzzy boy, Simon. Seriously, don't knock it until you've tried it. Someone's been on the Advocard. Now, I've been driving today. I just got home. I may have a glass of wine later to finish the holidays off. And then tomorrow I'm back on my slimming plan. So let me make sure everything's as it should be. Merry Christmas. Don't mind the caps. I can't find my glasses. Says the tarot verse. Association of, I think we might have a spammer in mods. In fact, I can take care of it. I can't get to it. It's moving too fast. Why won't you let me do it? Oh, someone's already done it. Thank you. Now that's how I make my coffee, Simon, but not out of monkey poo. I have been on the Advocard last couple of days. Sandra. Save some for me. Maybe I'll give it a go. I don't know how fresh it will last. You can subscribe. You can get a subscription to it. So maybe I'll do that for the tarot meetup. Tarot meetup, guys. We promised that we would do, once Christmas is out of the way, we'd do monthly updates. And I've just spoken to Elle today, and there will be monthly updates going on for Glastonbury August. Hey up, Robin. What are you doing here this morning? Oh, it's this evening. It's almost 5 here. I've been at my niece's today. We've had a lovely day. Let me show you this as well. This wasn't a Christmas gift, but look. What do you think to that? How gorgeous is this? My new cushion. Do you know, I bought this on Christmas Eve in a sale, $3.99. And I love it. I think it's really gorgeous. It'd probably look better with the lights out. But yeah, isn't it cute? So, and it's lovely and soft for my back. So magical. Got the get new tarot oracle decks for the holiday. I love the pillow. I did. I'm going to show you what I got and ask what you want to see walkthroughs of. Well, I know one that I'm probably going to do walkthroughs of loads, but yeah, I'll show you some of the things that I've got. I'll just kind of easing in gently and just talking about me monkey poo coffee. Whack 'em out, says Al. But firstly, how's everybody's holidays been? Hope you've all had a nice time. I've been away for the 3 days, so Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and I've just got back in the last half an hour. Nice cushion. My daughter painted the RWS moon card for me. I'll post a picture in the Facebook group. Oh, please do, Jessie. Yeah. Oh, I meant to check whether, bear with, Christoph's coming back to me to see if I can say something or not. I can. He's messaged me. So, Robin, not Robin, it's because I've just seen Robin's name. Where are we looking? So our very own Christoph James, who did the Raincoast tarot, and he also did a borderless version in a tin, is starting on an RWS tarot. And he posted his first picture of the full card, which is brilliant. And he wasn't going to do anything. He just did a picture of the full card. And we was like, you really should do the full deck. And he's like, no, I'm not really sure if anybody would want it. And I was like, of course they would. RWS decks are so on vogue at the moment. So he said, okay, I'll do it. And I said, well, can I tell people? Because if I tell people, I don't want to commit you to it unless you really want to do it. And he's like, yeah, you can tell people. So there will be a Raincoast RWS deck based on Pixie's artwork. So isn't that exciting? I was thrilled. I want it, Christoph. Is he? He's not here, is he? I don't think he's in the room, but oh, he is. He's there. Another case of Simon made me do it. Oh, I should have just said, if I knew you was here, Christoph, I'd be like, can I tell people? I had to go and check, see if you'd replied to my message in Facebook. My holiday was perfect, says Jen. That's lovely to hear. I think I spoke to you my Christmas morning, your Christmas Eve. Simon, I'll glide you later regarding decks. I'll glide you later regarding decks. Okay, well, glide me later anyway, but I'm not sure what you mean about regarding decks. Hi, everyone from rainy Latvia. No snow here. No snow here either, Anne. No, it's raining today. It's grey, cold and wet and now dark. Let me just finish me coffee because it's in a cold. There's nothing worse than cold coffee. Oh, it's lovely. I'll have to have another one. Not now, but it's foggy here in Seattle. That was unexpected. No snow on Vancouver Island. I will explain later, Simon. Okay. Bye, Deanne. Snow here, says Jamie. Jamie, where are you? Remind me, we don't even have snow in Chicago. Last year, we didn't have any snow at all, which I was pleased about because I just started my new job just before Christmas and there was quite a bit of travel. And I was really worrying about traveling up and down in snow because it's in a real remote part of the country. What is the shipping from Canada to UK? And is there custom pay? If you mark it above $15 or more, there will be customs to pay on this end. The receiver has to pay it to receive it. And I don't know what the postage is. It depends what option you go with, but I'd probably think around 25 Canadian dollars, perhaps. But maybe somebody in the room like Christoph, who's from Canada, would be able to tell us. So, firstly, I got some mugs. I got 3 mugs for Christmas. The first one was from our Becca, and it says UNT, UNT. So I think because we're a community all over the world, it's United Nation of Taroists. UNT, UNT, United Nation of Taroists. That's what I'm going to say it is anyway. So I've got that from our Becca. And then I got one from Elle. A gift for you. Now this took some explaining with my mum because I love these bags you get as well from Amazon. They come in all different colours. I got a red one as well, but last year I got a blue one, and they're really nice. They're big bags, but you could put something like a Kuliako Tarty or these really giant decks in them. You have to be careful how you pull the ribbon though, because you can end up pulling them out. They do get a little bit sort of, but anyway, I got this from our Elle. It says, "Dear Dad, I love how we don't have to say out loud that I'm your favorite child." My mum was like, "Dear Dad?" She went a little bit pale. Sacrilege. 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 I'm like, why? So yeah, so I've got a dad mug from Elle, bless her. I've told my mum, I said, "Oh, you'll get to meet her, don't worry." And then I got a mug from Sandra. That's cute. I've just got home and emptied my bag, so I haven't even had time yet, but it's all packed well. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The moon gazing hair. It's one of those stoneware mugs, and love it. Get him, Jen. What am I missing? That's cute. Elle told me you defiled your mug with poo coffee. Monkey poo coffee. It's Jen. It's to die for. You can go onto Amazon and buy it. Monkey poo coffee you can get from Amazon. I can't decide whether it's nicer or just as good as the cat poo, but the monkey poo is lovely. So yeah, so I really love that. So I've got some fantastic mugs. So nice, Simon. Thank you, Rob. Beautiful. And Sandra also got me this, which is Presley Bluestone, which is the stone from Stonehenge, what's used for Stonehenge, and there's a Celtic sun design on the top part. And I love it because Sandra, where have I put them? I've moved things around. Maybe it's up at the top. When I put all my cards up, yeah, I've got my Presley Bluestone Boris, which I also love. And I've got a Presley Bluestone wand that she sent me as well, which is inside one of the tarot boxes. So yeah, so she bought me this. Oh, and I've got the Presley Bluestone bracelet, which I often pop on. This is what my niece brought me. It's she bought me some candles as well, but she bought me a chakra bracelet with volcanic stones, where you rub some essential oil into the stones and it releases into the skin. Someone is obsessed with rabbits. Jen, you don't dare. I don't think I could take both parents doing it. Do it, Jen. Do it. Try it. You have to. We're here once, aren't we? YOLO. YOLO. We're only here once. So you have to try everything. And Jen is a trier, Elle, because when she was here, I was like, what? As soon as she arrived in Nottingham, I was like, what do you want? She says, anything that's really English. I was like, jacket potato. She's like, you what? So, you know, she will try. She tried Marmite. She tried Hobnobs. What else did you try? So I'm sure she will try the Monkey Poo coffee. I do, Sandra. I do. I love it. Hello, Kay. Good to see you. Has anyone seen Crystal Skull Tarot on Instagram? I haven't. Why is your schools called Boris? I just always call them Boris. I always have done. My little Borises. Yeah, little Boris. Did you just say YOLO, Dad? Stop embarrassing me. Isn't that the thing to say, YOLO? You only live once, YOLO. Or should it not be said for people the wrong side of 40? Oh, gosh, it's too bright. I can never get the light right. That will have to do. Okay. Mushy peas. Yes, you tried the mushy peas and mint sauce. YOLO or not, I'm not drinking something made of shit. Donna, it's not made of shit. It's been enhanced in the gut of the monkey. Did she try dressing up as a pantomime dame then? Did you, Jen? Did you dress up as a pantomime dame? What else can I show you? Oh, well, Jen's in the room. Jen got me this beautiful crushed velvet feel, purple, beautifully lined spread cloth. And it's gorgeous. And it's going to go on my little table here next to me, which has my selenite ball and my 8 fire and ice crystals, one for each of the sabbats going around it. It's my own stone circle. So this is going to be the cloth that goes on. So isn't it beautiful? And she knew that I loved purple. So thank you. And Jen, I don't suppose yours has arrived yet, has it? I got some fabulous Kelly Bear pouches from my friend Kelly. This one has a little palace, fairy tale castle type palace on it. It's got beautiful like mustard yellow on the inside and black with gold. And then this one is like a wine color. And it has, well, it's Merlin, I think, but it's like a little, it's almost like a hermit. It's got a staff, but it's holding a crystal ball. So it looks very sort of, I don't know, it looks like a little hermit anyway, but I really, really like him. And it's got red, blood red on the inside. So yes, Kelly's bags are amazing. And she was like, sorry, just to send you another couple of bags. I'm like, what? You're saving me? Because I like buy them every month. So I've already got the decks in mind that I'm going to put into them. So that was cool. What else have I got to show you? I got some scented candles, set of scented candles, which is really, really nice. Most things I've just put away because it's stuff like I always get, like clothes, monkey poo coffee and all that sort of stuff. I did get I've got caught up. Oh, that's it. I did get an Amazon voucher, a £20 Amazon voucher. And I'm just trying, I don't know, I need help, guys. I mean, I could just save it, couldn't I, until something comes up, and the sales start today, with it being Boxing Day sales start today. But I was just trying to think if there's anything on Amazon at the moment, because most of things now on my wish list are decks that are being released next year. Haven't really got anything, I don't think, but I'm always the same. You know, when you either don't have much money or you don't have vouchers, you see a deck, don't you? You think, oh, I wish I could get that. And then somebody gives you a voucher or something, and you're like, okay, what should I get? What should I get? So, yeah. I have a voucher too, which I'm saving for something I really want. Simon, did you just say monkey poo coffee? Yes, I got some monkey poo coffee. Kay, you missed it. I've just savoured a mug full of monkey poo coffee. It was really, really lovely. So he did, Kay. That voucher will be spent before the day is out. Well, I almost used it to get some of my favourite incense, which is about £17–18 for a box. And I thought, because it's something that's always on my wish list, but I never get, because I just think, well, it's a lot of money for incense, and it just sits there and sits there, and I have run out now. So I thought, well, I've got an Amazon voucher. There's no decks really that are speaking to me, that's mass market, and I've just received 4 decks. So maybe I'll just get some incense. Ew. Okay, again, don't knock it until you've tried it. You could save till something comes up or buy a book. Buttercup, there's no point in me buying books. Do you know, I must have 20 books here that I've part read. I'm just terrible with books. And as I'm getting older, my ADD seems to be getting worse. I just cannot keep concentrated enough. I used to catch a bus to work in my old job, and it was 30 minutes each way, which gave me an hour a day sitting on a bus, and I could read. But now I drive, I just don't find the time to read. Treat yourself, get some. What, the incense? I think I might. I think I'll probably get the incense with it. Okay, so shall we have a look at some decks? Or firstly, I was so chuffed. I got a DVD of my first ever concert. I was here. I was there. That's me. Queen live at Wembley. It's the 25th anniversary edition. I mean, we may as well say 35th anniversary edition now, because it was 1986. But that really set the bar. My first ever concert being Queen at Wembley, and then everyone I went to, even Madonna, who I've seen in Wembley twice. Hi, Sue. So yeah, so I got, somebody bought me the DVD, and then years and years, the series of Years and Years, which is by Russell T Davies, who did Queer as Folk, he did Bob and Rose, he did Banana and Cucumber, he did Doctor Who when it first came back with Christopher Eccleston, and partway through David Tennant. The guy is a genius, and his last offering was Years and Years, Russell T Davies. It's got Emma Thompson in it, and it talks about the future from now and what can happen when we elect people that are a little bit unhinged. and it goes forward each year, and it's scary. But you sit watching this thinking, hold on, this could happen. This could actually happen. And it also reminds you that history can repeat itself. We often think about things like genocides, or it will never happen again. They just so could. So this is cleverly written, and I loved it when it was on TV earlier this year. So I don't know if you guys can get it in the States, but if you can, then do watch it. It's brilliant. My son is in Bali and he visited to make coffee. He says monkeys are well treated. Yes, they are. It's ethically sourced. You get a certificate with it that tells you about how ethical their practices are. These are not caged animals or anything like that. I wouldn't. I just pre-ordered the Star Spinner Tarot on Amazon. Have you seen it? It's beautiful. No, Els just mentioned the Star Spinner Tarot to me today, and I've not heard of it. I have checked out the Spacious Tarot because everybody's talking about the Spacious Tarot, and I like it. I saw an image a while ago, and I was just kind of like, I wasn't kind of looking for a deck. And I saw the Spacious Tower, and I love the way it's just stripped back. The Fool was just this cliff, just the cliff, and just the Hermit's Lantern. And I think the High Priestess was a shell on a beach, and on the inside, the pearl in the shell was the moon. And I just thought, oh, beautiful. Hi, LG123. Not seen you before. Were you about 10 years old? What, Queen at Wembley? I was 15, 1986. I was 15. And my mum told me I couldn't go. My friend's mum bought us all tickets and she said she'd take us. And my mum was like, no, you can't go. And I begged her and begged her and begged her. She was like, you can't go to that London. Mum was always had a fear about London. And I've heard about these stadium concerts. People pee up your back. I mean, they do, but... and you might get stabbed, and I was like, Mum, I'm going with my friends, and my friend's mum will be there. And my friend's mum had to go around to the house and say, look, Val, we'll look after him. I promise you nothing will happen to me. She let me go. Thank goodness. His last offering, yeah. But before that, I was always kind of like, yeah, Queen are pretty good, Queen are all right. But in the middle of the 80s, and I was getting into, middle of the 80s, I started to get into house music, garage music, all that kind of stuff. Queen was a little bit sort of, Then they did Live Aid, and they just went supernova. They just, unbelievable. And because of Live Aid, they then went away saying, do you think we could fill Wembley Stadium all on our own? Because until Live Aid, Wembley Stadium had never been used for a concert. And everybody was telling them no. And I wish they hadn't ended Bohemian Rhapsody, the film, a year earlier. I know they ended it on Live Aid, and that was great because that's seen as the pinnacle of their career. But they went on, and all their industry and everything was saying you can't fill Wembley Stadium on your own. They filled it 2 nights on the trot. They put the tickets on sale. We managed to get one for the first day, which was the Friday, and they filled it the Friday night, the Saturday night, and then the next weekend they went to Nebworth and did like 120,000 people. It was unbelievable, and that was the pinnacle of their career. And I feel so privileged that I was able to be there and experience it. And even now, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking back to that whole experience. It was such a showman. Beautiful pillow, Simon. Thank you, Kay. Are you a little bit behind? Well, you'll probably not answer that for another 15 minutes. Isn't the Spacious Tarot by the same author as WTF Tarot? No, that's the Way Home Tarot. It had been listed online a while back as the flagship tarot, and I fell in love with it then. Yeah, well, it's going to be on Little Red Tarot, so I will order it and support Beth. Of course, there will be cheaper postage, and we won't pay customs as well. So, Getting peed on and stabbed sounds like a typical Friday night out in Britain. Right, Grey Hayes? I backed the Spacious Tower, but almost didn't. I was pretty close to the end of the campaign, I think. Well, that's good, Jen. So you'll probably get it way before us. So I'll look forward to seeing a walkthrough. I love your walkthroughs. Simon, can you please show the entire front of your T-shirt? It's a Christmas T-shirt because I always wear a Christmas jumper on Christmas Day, but there was 22. We almost had 26, but and that's another story. There was 22 of us in the end on Christmas Day in my mum's house, and it gets really, really hot. So I always buy a Christmas T-shirt because I know I'm going to change into it during the day, and I did. I'm like, I'm going to get changed. So it's it just says Merry Christmas. I like it baggy. I love my T-shirts baggy, so it's a nice big baggy T-shirt. Is it Star Wars? I'm wanting to say they're Star Wars, but I'm not up on Star Wars. Or it's due in January, Simon. Oh, what's January is in 5 days, 6 days. I remember looking at it and thinking it's beautiful. Thanks. I am thinking about ordering Anima Mundi tarot. I've just traded Anima Mundi because as much as it's a beautiful tarot, I've never used it. Never used it. And I was going to buy my January deck. I'm going to try and just buy one tarot a month to eke it out. I'm not doing these depth years or no deck, whatever. But, you know, one a month so I can work with it more. One oracle. Well, no. I'll buy an oracle if they appeal to me because I don't want a massive oracle collection. But my deck I was going to buy for January was the Shuffle edition of the Luminous Void because I love the Luminous Void. I used it for my year ahead spread last year and I love it. There's so much depth to it, and I know a lot of people don't, and that's fine. But somebody had bought it and didn't like it. They didn't like the way it felt because it's that rose petal feel. They didn't like the shape of the cards and they just couldn't connect with it. So we've agreed to trade. So I'm trading it, sending it off tomorrow, my Amina Monday for the Shuffle edition of the Luminous Void. So Stranger Things. Oh, it's Stranger Things, is it? I thought the font looked familiar because I've tried to watch Stranger Things 3 times. Tried. It hasn't happened. Again, it's one of them that I really want to get into, and I've enjoyed the first 2 episodes, but I can't get past the first 2 episodes. Something else always gets in the way. Tell you what I'm really enjoying at the moment on Netflix, Living with Yourself. Paul Rudd. Is it Paul Rudd or Paul Judd? Him. He was in that film with Jennifer Aniston, The Object of My Affection. And he has himself cloned. It all goes horribly wrong. And the cloned version is a better version of himself. It's really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. I love Stranger Things, says Sandra. Stranger Things is superb. The Witcher has me on Netflix. Yeah, I've seen that advertised. I am working my way through The Crown. Oh, I love The Crown. I sat and binge watched it. I think I watched it over 2 days, the 3rd season. So good. Living with Yourself is great. Yes, Paul Rudd. The Witcher looks really good. Maybe I'll watch The Witcher after finished. I've only got like 2 episodes left of Living with Yourself. I like the Paul Rudd series. The Witcher is on my watch list. Paul Rudd cloned. Yes, please. I know, they've really, the original guy who before his clone, they've really kind of played him down with his fringe and looking a bit disheveled, yet the better version has really styled hair and sharp dresser. But yeah, The Witcher is good, but I keep getting distracted. I love the games. Oh, is it a gaming thing? I might not like. I've got and if it's a period, it looked a bit period. I struggle with period dramas. Simon, show your deck. Oh, Sandra's shouting at me. Show your decks. I will. I'll show my decks. This isn't a deck. This is aftershave. Why have I put that there? It was upside down. I just thought it was a deck because it's in a box and it's that shape. That's so funny. But yeah, I got my favourite aftershave as well. Aramis. That should be in the bathroom. I just left it there thinking it was a deck. What's in that poo coffee? Oh dear. Have you been drinking? No, I've been driving today. If I'm driving, I won't have a single drop at all. My niece said, we'll just have a smoke. I said, no, I won't have anything. And I've literally just got back, unpacked my bag and come on live. So it is, Donna. It's shaped just like a deck. You can see why I would get it mixed up. So, but yeah, Aramis. Love Aramis. And it's been around a while, but okay, so first deck I got, which is from some good friends of mine who I've known for many, many years, is a Marseille deck. Now, I think this is the Conver. Am I right in saying that? It doesn't say on it. It says Tarot de Marseille. It's in a lovely box. It's a low Scarabeo, is it? I'm sure it's, yes. Low Scarabeo. Marseille 1760, and it's off in this lift off box. Aramis smells really nice. It does. Hi Nina or Nina. I'll get a comment now. Why have I just done that? I'll get comment. You bite your decks. Unsubscribed. Oh dear. It's the little things that annoy people sometimes. And I'm like, okay. So, yes. Oh, and it feels lovely. It feels like wood. It is so solid, but it has like a feel of wood to it. Oh, you bite your decks, unsubscribed. Hi, Wendy. I am always opening packages with teeth. I know I should look after my teeth. So it has a little card that's numbered, and it says 2760 out of 2,999. Tarot de Marseille, Marseille 1760, numbered edition, limited to 2,999 copies. Lo Scarabeo, Anima Antica. This is a philological reproduction, Torino, and it was done in July of 2019. But I thought this was the Conver, but I could be wrong. Hi, April. What does this little book say? Oh, nice little fold-out book. Doesn't tell you a lot, and it's in many different languages. In fact, we only get 5 pages in English, so it's a little bit of a those boxes always hold good decks. Wow, there's 77 people here on Boxing Day. I didn't think there'd be many people. I thought that everybody would have plans, and if not, if like in America, I thought everybody would be at work. So these are the backs, which are nice. Oh, the card stock is really, really good. Oh, nice cards. They are usually made by Lo Scarabeo. I guess this is a limited edition. It is. It's numbered 2760 of 2,999. If you can see it just there. Hi, Rosa. So I won't show them all because it's a Marseille deck, but I'll show a few of the cards, a few of the majors. They're very wood blocky. I love the feel of the cards. They're beautiful. Let's get to our lovers. Show the Hermit in the Moon. Let's show Simon some love and hit this. Oh, thank you, Donna. There's our Hermie. Already done it. The Hanged Man's got an eye missing. Cork Liquor going down well. Oh, look at the death card. So is this... I don't know why I've got Conver. I mean, it's been bought off my wish list, but it has been on there a while. Can't have been on there too long, if it was July 2019. But I seem to remember having a Conver on there because I didn't have a Conver. I think a monkey hit the thumbs down. I normally get a thumbs down before I've even gone live. Just by merely putting it up there is enough to push somebody's buttons. This is gorgeous. It's very blue. Card stock is the best. Show a couple of them. I think, yeah, nobody's saying if it's the Conver or not, so maybe. So good that Christmas is over and we could watch such tarot chat and deck unboxing. Yeah, I know Christmas isn't everybody's cup of tea. I personally love Christmas. It is one of my favourite times of the year, but I can understand it is not going to be that for everybody. Yes, it is the Conver because it says so on the two. I thought the Two of Pentacles would tell me, but you can see there. Yeah, Conver. So there we go. And Conver is probably one of the last Marseille decks that I needed or wanted to get. Oh, beautiful colours in the swords. Oh, listen to that. Amazing. And I'll show our Queen of Swords. You'll see something you want from Amazon before you know it. Kay, you're way behind. Bless you. You obviously came in and thought, I'll just watch from the beginning. That looks like the Game of Thrones Two of Pentacles. I haven't seen the Game of Thrones Two of Pentacles. So is the Game of Thrones Tarot a pip deck? Halfway through The Crown, then Witcher, then back to the second series of You. Someone's told me today, my sister said I've got to watch You. She said it's brilliant. So that, I'm glad you mentioned that. I need to make a note of it or try and remember. She says, let me know as soon as you watch it. No, Game of Thrones Tarot isn't pip. Okay. Let's link arms. It's full of pips and trumps. So one person is saying Game of Thrones isn't pip, and then Tarotverse is saying it's full of pips and the trumps. So anyway, so that's the Conver. So I need to scan that in. And then I'm not going to show all of them because I want to do certain walkthroughs. But my sister bought me the Motherpeace Tarot, which is a deck that I've never bought. And this is 35 years in print, so it has been around a while, retouched and recolored. And it's by Karen Vogel and Vicky Noble. And it says Motherpeace Round Tarot Deck. And I believe it was the first of its kind, the first kind of round deck. And there's one of the cards. I mean, the artwork looks beautiful. It's lovely. It's a gift from your sister. Yeah, my sister bought me this and didn't know she was buying it me. She said, she says, I bought you a tarot deck and I hope you haven't got it. So I told her, I said, well, tell me what it is. And she said, it's called Motherpeace. And it says, no, I don't. So she's bought it me. Here it says 1981, and this one was 2016. So that's why it's saying 35 years. So 1981 was when the Motherpeace first came out, and this version was done in 2016, which is 3 years ago. So it's now 38 years old. The fact they found decks you don't have is amazing. Especially when my sister doesn't really know. Oh, I had one of those moments. My older sister is a vicar, and really anti-tarot, so I don't really talk to her about anything like that. We kind of, she knows I'm into a lot of pagan traditions, and she knows I followed Buddhism, so we kind of agree not to have religious discussions. But I had done my sister a reading just recently, and my sister had mentioned it to her daughter, and there was something in that reading that I talked about could happen over the Christmas period. And we was there yesterday, and something happened, and my niece said in front of my older sister, "Oh, that's what Uncle Bean," they call me Uncle Bean, it's a long story, "That's what Uncle Bean said would happen in the tarot reading." And my sister was like, "Tarot reading?" So I just kind of scooted past it. I got 2 decks from Sandra. The one that I knew I was getting was the tarot. This is the distilled version of the Alchemical tarot, which I've already got by Robert M. Place. This is the Tarot of Alchemical Magnum Opus, which I've wanted for such a long time. And then I saw it recently on somebody's channel, and I mentioned it, and Sandra said, "Oh, I'll get it for Christmas." An iconic edition of the Alchemical Tarot distilled to its essence. So I do want to do a walkthrough of this separately, so I'm not going to show that. And then, so Sandra sent me this, the pendant and the mug, and I sent Sandra's gifts. And I'm sure she won't mind me saying, can I mention about the other gift, Sandra? I know you're in the room. I don't want to overstep or say something that you might not be happy with me saying. Marsha showed it, yes. Robert M. Place lives in the next town from me. Wow. Jesse, you've got all the tarot greats around you. Nips round to Rachel Pollock's house, or Rachel nips round to yours. And yes, go ahead. Okay, so I sent Sandra's gifts, and the postage was quite a lot, which was really annoying because we're in the same country, but it was the weight and the size of the package. And Sandra saw it, obviously, because it's on there, and she said, "I want to get you something else." I'm like, "No." And then she was like, "I want to reimburse you for the postage." I'm like, "You're not paying to receive a Christmas gift." So she was very naughty. I didn't know. And then a couple of days later, I got another package, and she said, "I just chose something off your list to make up for the postage," which she really didn't need to do. But again, this is something that if I hadn't received it for Christmas, I would have been buying, probably with my voucher, because I've wanted this for a while, and I'm really excited. It's Yggdrasil, which is, you know, Yggdrasil, the tree in Norse mythology, the 9 worlds, and, you know, with Asgard, and I'm so wanting to get it. So I want to do a proper video and talk about Yggdrasil. And I love, it's black and white pencil sketchings, but the artwork is brilliant. I've heard that the cardstock's not very good, but for an oracle deck, I don't mind that. I know, Elle, naughty Sandra, she is naughty. But this says, discover your destiny in the Yggdrasil. Based on the powerful mythology of the Norse, this 81 card divination deck brings the wisdom of the ancients into your life. Intricate pen and ink drawings are soulful representation of the Eddas. I think it's Eddas. The stunning written accounts of the legends of old. These cards, along with the information guidebook, are designed to be used for divination, guidance, and spiritual connection. Created by a renowned artist and long-time participant of the Heathen Revival, this kit is a welcome addition to those who desire to work more deeply with the Nordic pantheon. And I've been to Norway 4 times in my life. I love anything to do with the Norse mythology. And so, yeah, so I'm really looking forward to working with Yggdrasil in the new year too. So that's the decks. That's the 4 decks that I got. This Tarot of Alchemical Magnum Opus, Motherpeace, the Conver, and then my Aramis aftershave. So there you go. See you, Robin. Is Robin off now? Let me just see if I've missed any. Is Norway awesome? I love Norway. Do you know what I really enjoyed? Norway has, its population isn't very large at all. So everything is spaced out. And I went to Oslo one particular time, and I remember the royal family, like a prince, just went past on a bicycle. And I was like, oh, there's Prince so-and-so, just going past on a bicycle. And they have, just like in London, you walk down the Pall Mall, the Red Road, and the palace is ahead. It's stretched out in front. They have exactly the same thing, this long driveway up to the palace. And I was walking through the capital city, and there was hardly anybody about. It was like walking through London on Christmas Day or a Sunday early in the morning. It was just, I was like, this is a capital city. And it's beautiful. And where my friend used to live, which is in a place just outside Oslo called Skien, there's beautiful lakes that you can swim in, and the water is crystal clear. It's wonderful. The only thing that freaked me out was in the middle of summer, it doesn't get dark at night. So it's like tea time, twilight, dusk, all the way through the night. And I was tossing and turning, I was thinking, wow, it's 3 in the morning and it's light, because it's so high up on the globe that the sun still catches and skims over it. Didn't see the northern lights up there. I had to go to America, Idaho of all places, to see the northern lights, but I didn't see it in Norway. I suddenly have a strong urge to pull out my tarot and oracle decks and just lay with them, not literally, all day, and look through them with a fine-tooth comb. Do it, Kay. That would be amazing, just to have a day with just spreading out your tarot decks and just reconnecting with ones that perhaps I haven't looked at for a while. That's nice. I don't like crowded places. Sounds like a place to put on the travel list. Yeah. Sweden. We went to Sweden because my friend got married in Sweden, in Stockholm. And we hired a little, not a minibus, but you know, those people carrier type big cars. And it was a 10-hour drive from Oslo to Stockholm, which was a beautiful, beautiful drive. But we didn't spend a lot of time in Sweden, but I loved what I saw there as well. But Norway is just, it's gorgeous. Scandinavia, I'd like to see more of Scandinavia. Donna and I are clearly in full support of a plan. What's that? You should do it. It sounds like a great day, Kay. Oh, with the decks. Only 12:30 p.m. here, so I have a lot of time. Yes, Kay. I would never be able to sleep in Norway if it's not dark. They wear those eye things as well, but yeah. I think it does get dark in winter, but in summer, and I've been at the 4 times I've been at various times of the year, but in summer it just doesn't get dark. I received some amazing decks for Christmas. Simon, I laminated my Yggdrasil. Did you? Is the cardstock that thin then? I received some amazing decks for Christmas. Enjoy getting to know them. What a treat. Yeah, it's always a good excuse, isn't it, to get decks at Christmas. Well, there was a Christmas present. I haven't bought them. Not that I need an excuse. I could sleep anywhere, anytime, to be honest, as well. I can hear a gnat fart. Okay, so I think I've showed everything and talked about everything. How long have I been on? I've been on exactly an hour. So anything else that anybody wants to ask, talk about? I never said whether I was doing a cuppa catch up in cards on Saturday or not. It's just kind of weird over the Christmas New Year period, isn't it? But no reason why I couldn't, I suppose. And then, I did want to say as well, although I'll put something up on the community bit on my YouTube channel, but if anybody, again, tarot content creators, but if you want to be interviewed, I'm taking bookings again for next year now, because I stopped it at the end of the year for catching up with. It doesn't just have to be content creators. If people are releasing things, like if you're releasing a book or a deck or anything like that, and you want to come on and be interviewed, then I'll be taking those bookings. So I've got everything ready, and I love this time of year because I've been setting up just before I went away my my new planner and all that kind of stuff, because everything starts next week. So I've chosen my pens that I'm going to be using. I've got my things in ready, like my little post-its, some stickers, my bookmark, my business cards, all sorts of fun stuff like that. The same at the back. So yeah, it's that time of year now where we're getting ready with our journals and things, aren't we? I was surprised when I got a glide from Joe the Tarot Guy when he was up in Scotland last summer. There was a lot of daylight late at night up there. Or you see, when I went to Scotland, which was November, to stay with Elaine, our Elaine, I can remember we took a walk. She lives in between two big locks, and we went to one lock. I know the name of it. I won't mention it because in case she doesn't want people knowing exactly where she lives. But we went to this one lock, and it was pitch black. So much so you could see the glow in the distance of the cities of Glasgow and Edinburgh, because they're not far apart, of course. And then the water at this lock was so tranquil. It was still. And we just stood at the side of this huge expanse of water with the cities lighting up in the distance. Oh, it was such a magical moment. It's locked in here forever. That is. I loved it. What is your one most favorite deck of 2019, Simon? It is, everybody knows it, well, apart from you, it is the one and only, I've got to remember which one of these, it's this one. My favorite deck of 2019 is the This Might Hurt Tarot. I've got the one with the holographs. I know there's a gold one. There's going to be a new pearlescence one. But this deck is wonderful. I absolutely love the This Might Hurt Tarot. So this is my favourite deck of 2019. Cardstock, presentation, everything about it. Art. Awesome deck, Simon. Thank you. It was nice live, Simon. Thank you, Kay. Can I come on just because I feel like it? Can I come on? Elle? Are you gonna, do you mean you want to come on here? Shall I invite you on? Want to join me? Is that what you're saying? Or do you mean you want to do a live? Elle, are you gonna go live? That's a real baptism of fire, because you've been talking about starting some content, but going straight in for a live. Or have you been on the pop? I'll send your good health energy to our cat Yoda. Send your good healing energy to our cat Yoda. He was attacked by something yesterday. I brought him in and have been nursing him. I'm not even a cat person and love this cat. Oh, Donna. Yes, definitely. Definitely send good energy. I have so much tarot catch up to do over the next few days. Me too. I did get time to watch yours this morning while I lay in bed. I watched Becca's live and then yours and Jen. Holly Johnson, I was disappointed with the Lightseer Tarot. Wow. Yes, lots of love going to Donna's Kitty. I'm trying to find out if Elle's going live. Sounds beautiful, Simon. I must have been about the lock. Sorry, I got way behind. Yes, Elle being interviewed. You for the interview. Elle, you could be the first person that I interview who doesn't have content. But I could still interview you because you're so well known within the tarot community. Me going live, I nearly passed out. Well, that's how I read it. I'm going to get the Pearlescence one. I am. If it's on Little Red Tarot, I'm going to get it as a backup deck because I always have backup versions of my favorite decks. And that is one of my favorite decks. That is definitely in my top 5 tarot. So I would probably get the Pearlescence one as well. And Jen, she ended up with 2 copies because you got one for Christmas, didn't you, from your son? But you got the golden edged one. I think I saw it in Becca's chat last night when I watched it back this morning. And I think you said you was going to keep it as a backup deck. So it's nice to have both versions. Thank you, the Toke Witch. Do you mean being interviewed? Oh, you must go live, says Christina. Okay. So, Al, shall we put it out there? Do you want to be interviewed? There's no pressure, though, if you don't. Yeah, but I haven't opened it to look at it yet. Oh, you guys, I mean, I was joking, but okay, well, I'm not going to put any pressure on you, but if you want to be interviewed live on the channel, let me know and we can set it up. We want Elle. Go on, Elle. Yeah, but let's not put any pressure on her. Yeah, exactly, Jen. We love you no matter what. Whether you do or whether you don't, it makes no difference. They're all saying it. Go on, Elle. Elle. There are 92 people in chat. 98. 98 people. Well, I'm leaving now. 96 now. We just say goodbye to 2. Mine said 98. Yes, now it's gone to 96. No, not any pressure. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for this Boxing Day bash. Just thought I would. Oh, it's just, I mean, it's lovely. I've had an amazing time and it's lovely to spend some time away. It's lovely to spend time with family, making memories, but it's always lovely to come home as well, isn't it? And my mum, bless her, she's like, you don't have to rush off, you know, if you want to stay another couple of days. And as much as I love being, like I say, with my mum and my family, I love coming home as well. And yeah, so it's been nice just to get back and unpack and have a glass of wine and just chill out and catch up on YouTube and all the amazing Christmas TV that I've set my recorder to do and stuff like that. So anyway, I will see you all later. Thank you for being here. I hope you've all had a fantastic Christmas. I'll try and pop on Saturday, but no guarantees about Club Catching Cards because there's lots happening over this next week. I'm away all day Sunday at my sister's because she's hosting everybody. She always does it in between Christmas and New Year's. We're going to do it all again on Sunday. I'm away New Year's Eve, staying at my friend's pub. Oh, it's going to be dangerous. And yeah, so I will be on at some point and I'll be doing some pre-recorded videos because, as I said, I want to do Yggdrasil walkthrough and I want to do a walkthrough of the Magnum Opus Alchemical Tarot. I want to kind of do it as a comparison with the Alchemical Tarot as well. So thanks, guys. Great to see you all. Until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.